So, a Fox News alert, the husband of a missing American woman, Lynette Hooker, who vanished during a boat trip in the Bahamas, has been taken into custody. Brian Hooker's attorney confirming the arrest just hours after he spoke out on Facebook, writing, quote, "I am heartbroken over the recent boat accident in an unpredictable seas and high winds that caused my beloved Lynette to fall from our small dinghy. We continue to search for her, and that is my sole focus. Thank you to everyone for keeping Lynette in your thoughts and for your support of our family during this difficult time." TJ Ward is a private investigator who previously worked on the Natalie Holloway disappearance in Aruba in 2005, and he joins us now. TJ, thanks so much for joining the program. What's your reaction to all of these developments? It certainly doesn't look good right now.
Well, it does not look good for him. And when somebody goes missing or somebody dies, the first person that's usually looked at is the significant other. And obviously this has transpired with the daughter that came on there and talked about the abuse that was in the family. That had a lot to do with it. And I think they probably have already looked into his background and probably insurance and to see what may have transpired, what happened. Very interesting. When I worked in Aruba, one of the first things I did was I have a system called layered voice analysis. And I started using the voice analysis to watch Vandersloot and Deepak and Satish as they were lying on TV. So it's a 21st century truth technology. It's advised that I would love to be able to use it on this gentleman to see if he's telling the truth. But yes, now that the United States government is involved in this also, I think we're going to learn some answers and all in the Bahamas with this individual.
Yeah, the Coast Guard is involved now. You alluded to that interview with Lynette's daughter. She's the stepdaughter of the man that is now in custody right now. Here's what she had to say. She said it's not adding up.
It just doesn't add up. My mom is very fit and strong. She's a good swimmer. Like, why was she swimming away from the boat? Why did she have the key? The story just does not make sense to me. There's also been history of domestic violence in that relationship, so I do believe something might have happened to her. I believe he has a bunch of anger he hasn't processed. I've seen him choke out one of his daughters before, and we had to go to court for that.
So obviously her allegation was troubling. The attorney for Brian Hooker released this statement in response to that interview, saying Mr. Hooker categorically and unequivocally denies any wrongdoing, and in particular, the allegation recently made by Carly Allsworth. He has been cooperating with the relevant authorities as part of the ongoing investigation. So there you have it right there, TJ.
Well, I still think now that the American government's involved in this, I think it's going to be quite interesting what transpires. And obviously, with the domestic violence that come up, there's a lot of things to look at when this transpires, and hopes that answers will come out. But the family coming out and saying there was domestic violence involved, and with this woman and him and Helen on the boat, and something going difficult and going wrong. Again, we're going to learn. They need to look at insurance and so on and so forth, and see if anybody else may have been in his life along with the domestic violence that's come up with his daughter just talked about. So there's things that need to be looked at, and I'm sure law enforcement, along with the Aruban government, is going to get answers.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time. TJ, thanks so much for joining the program.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.